Morning, everybody. Just wanted to put a video out for YouTube just to kind of give you guys a weekly wrap of what's been going on this week. I know there's been a lot going on. So I just want to give you guys an idea as to what I'm seeing. So the first thing, let's just start off with the election. Okay. Trump's going to lose. Just is what it is. By the time you include Georgia, by the time you include possibly Pennsylvania, he's closing the gap in Arizona, but if he loses either Georgia or Pennsylvania, he's done. And as of right now, Joe Biden caught him. A lot of the mail-in ballots that are coming in both those states are predominantly Democrat, which means that he's going to lose. Okay. What does that mean in the long run? You may be temporarily happy, that he's gone, but also understand that the Senate is going to stay Republican and nothing's going to move under Mitch McConnell. And I just want to kind of give you guys an idea of what I believe personally the most powerful person in the United States after the election is done is going to be Mitch McConnell, because anything that moves in the Senate has to go through him. Anything that moves in Congress has to go through him. On top of that, Democrats have lost seats in the House. They didn't gain seats in the House. And they also lost a lot of local races as well from the, a gerrymandering perspective. So it's not everything that you think you got this week, but be cognizant of it. In terms of the stimulus package that's going to be hopefully passing by the end of the year, expect it to be smaller. You may not get the stimulus checks, so the $1,200 that folks got if they were making under $100,000 early in the years may not necessarily come, especially if you have a Republican Senate. So the Democrats in the House want to propose a $3 billion bill, a $3 trillion bill, which is basically funding, everything under the sun, right? So, sending money to state governments, sending checks to everybody, all that kind of stuff. Republicans in the Senate, they're not having it. They may do $1 billion. I mean, not billion. They may do $1 trillion, and that's about it. I think you'll get somewhere closer to what the Senate wants because they're going to hold all the cards. Again, Joe Biden coming in and Kamala Harris coming in is not going to have an effect as much on what the Senate wants to do because everything has to go through them. Now, in terms of, the stock market, like I mentioned to you guys, I think previously, the reason why you're seeing it going up is because there's not going to, in a divided Congress, there's likely not going to be huge tax changes. So a lot of these tech stocks and those type of folks have been going through the roof recently, as well as healthcare. But like I mentioned before, the bank stocks have been decreasing, as well as the yields on treasuries, because they think that there's less economic stimulus going to go into the system, which is going to prop up the market. If you look at unemployment has been dropping, but, in cases of minorities, not as much, right? So don't let the 6% unemployment fool you, or whatever the number is right now. It's probably closer to 18, 19% for people, especially minorities. The other thing I was going to mention to people as well is in terms of your long-term play for your stocks. And like I said, if you're a long-term investor, really a lot of this doesn't really affect you. You could start looking into tax loss harvesting for the end of the year. What that basically means is you start selling your losers, and you can actually hit that against your taxable income for the year to basically help you save on taxes. I'll probably put more videos about that later on towards the end of the year. If you're trading, keep in mind that you are, and you were successful trading, keep in mind that next year you are going to be paying taxes, and they're coming. And it's going to be a lot higher than what you think. So, start to prepare some of your gains for that. Start putting money aside so you can hit that tax bill. I think a lot of people who have been trading this year don't realize that. And I think the last thing I would say, just looking at some things I want to talk about, the last thing I would say is that if you are in debt, if you've been working out this year and it's been hard to maintain your debt-free living, or if you're trying to get out of debt, don't become frustrated. Okay, I know that this year has been tough. You haven't been able to get out of debt the way you would like to, but keep going at it, right? Money's more about behavior than it is about mathematics. So don't worry too much about it. Keep at it. If you had to take the breaks on making your debt payments and just trying to, stay above water, that's fine, but don't lose faith, don't lose hope. And for those of you that are still on this road, remember three things, right? Remember you have to save, remember that you have to invest the right way, and remember that you have to tithe, right? Or be charitable. And again, the charity part is agnostic of religion. So you can donate to people you love, right? You can give money to people you love that, doesn't really make a difference. You're never going to see the money back. You're just doing it to help other people. So hopefully you guys like the recap. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, click like, subscribe, and all that kind of good stuff. And I'll see you next time.